taken an eternity for the lights to go green, and finally they go green. We get pretty good reaction. I think the caddy behind us gets an even better one. As the Glickenhaus comes across, you can see the Porsche almost loses it there and causes a massive incident instead. We go 3 wide, right on his tail now, right on his gearbox trying to make the move, and we get boxed in a little bit, and it allows Dane Cameron to stick down the inside, and the Toyota is up Buemi, I think, trying to make the move as well. But it's a drag race now, up and down the hill, or down and up the hill I should say, as we try and overtake, or keep our position around the outside of the Toyota. Number 7, we get squeezed on the exit, slightly going off track there, but we managed to keep it ahead of the Toyota. 2.3 seconds down on our fastest lap. Absolutely lift and coast through these sections. We are trying to save as much fuel as possible. Hold on and win our first race of the season here in Portimao, as we almost... Welcome back everyone to another video here on the channel. We are back with My Drive episode 3 here today on Le Mans Ultimate in Spa, one of the most historic tracks in the whole entire world. So much heritage, so much legacy, so much crazy action that occurs around here. We've got so little weather climate, and we are here for the third round of Le Mans Ultimate, My Drive career mode. We had a crazy race last time out, as you saw, around the road coaster that is Portimao. We managed to pick up the win after doing a bit of a cheeky 2-stop strategy, whereas everyone else did a 3-stop. Managed to save a lot of fuel, cut out an entire pit stop, which saved us 50 odd seconds. We managed to come through and win our first race. It was a 1-2 for a Ferrari, so we're doing excellently in the standings. Speaking of the standings, as we see the drivers pop up here, we've got me in the lead on 43 points, Luke Duval, the Peugeot, just behind with 40 points, and his teammate Paul de Resta with 27, so the Peugeot's doing really well. After the good result last time out, Pierre Guidi jumped up to 4th, we've got Bamber in the Cadillac in 5th, 2 Toyotas of Buemi and Conway in 6th and 7th, not having the best start to their season. We've got the first of the Porsches in 8th, and Dane Cameron. Dillman in 9th, he actually didn't compete in the last race, and he's not competing in this race. For whatever reason, I thought Van Wall did compete in these, but maybe they've been changed. He's in 9th there, I think we're on. Estra is in 10th, and the collector, Roman Dumas in the Glickenhaus. And then, as we move onto the teams championship, we have Peugeot at the top. You see there. Us in the front with Ferrari on 62, Toyota in 3rd on 32, Cadillac sitting in behind in 4th on 18 points, and Porsche just behind them, so very... Well, this is our qualifying attempt. Qualifying did not go the way that we wanted it to, as we were about to see. There was just a little stopover rouge. This was a correct at bound stopover rouge and over on and into the wall. But we had suspension damage, the car wasn't tracking right, so we're going to start at the back of the hypercar field for this 1.5 hours of Spa. As you see, our teammate Berguidi is up in 1st place. We've got the Peugeots of de Resta and Duval sitting there in 2nd and 3rd. The Peugeots seem to be having an excellent season on this My Drive career. Conway in the first of the Toyotas in 4th. Then we've got the Porsche and Cadillac, or Porsche Cadillac, Porsche from 5th to 9th. The second Toyota in 10th, Roman Dumas in 11th, and us in 12th. As you can see in the top right hand side forecast, it is a very wet Spa. Spa has its own little microclimate, and it is absolutely teeming it down. It's set to brighten up, but we'll have to survive the first initial torrential rain period until it does clear up. So as we on the start grid now, coming from the back of the hypercar field, how far up this grid can we get? And away we go down towards turn 1 on lap 1. Glickenhaus going to make Felix Costa absolutely sideswiping Buemi there. Absolute madness at the start. It should be noted that Two new teams, or two new cars have joined in Spa. We've got Bourdais in a second Cadillac and Antonio Felix da Costa in the Jota, which is a privateer on Porsche. But as we come over the top of Radion, we've got Roman Dumas getting an excellent exit and overtakes us back into 9th place. We're currently in 10th place. We're going to look around the outside. Can we outbrake him at the top of a hill into Lecom? We cannot, and we've made up 2 positions. Not great, not the worst. As we look at the onboard view here, absolute carnage. You can't see anything with this spray. The Jota, I don't know what happened. Must have just got a tank slapper and speared into the one I think it was. But both cars didn't carry on and continue. So we'll see with them as we see here with track race. The Glickenhaus and Roman Dumas all the way down to Rouge and Radion. I find quite difficult in this game with these cars. So Roman Dumas gets an excellent exit, drags it around the outside, goes to the inside, defends. We can't make a move back up the inside, we look around the outside. Tried outbrake him, but can't do it in this wet weather conditions. Very tricky on the brakes, very tricky just in general, just absolutely no grip. And the track feels like ice, and we come onto lap 2. We're going to try again to get past Roman Dumas. You can see he's almost going sideways through Pouan there. We get a great exit. We're going to look down the inside into the chicane. Nothing quite doing there. They're just going to follow him through. Seeing if we can find anywhere to make a move. We get a good exit down here. And we're going to brake round the outside. You see us twitching there. But we managed to get the move up into 9th place. To chase after Bourdais in the yellow Cadillac ahead of us. Coming on to the next lap, onto lap 3. That's what we're doing. We're trying to chase him down, we're trying to get past him. And we seem to be very good in Sector 2, which is where we are now, just at the start of Sector 2. We have a look down into the hairpin. We do. Bourdais tries to cover us off, but to no avail. We're able to slip past at the hairpin and make our way up to 8th position, trying to catch up to Kevin Estre in the Porsche ahead. And as I say that, on to lap 4, right onto the back, Kevin Estre here in his number 6 Porsche. We go around the outside. We're going to make a move around the outside of the hairpin. We are 7th, so we are flying at the start of this race, making up lots of positions. We're going forward on to the next one, onto lap 5, and all of our hard work is about to be undone as we come down towards Eau Rouge. You see sparks flying as we bottom out, spin the car over the top of Radion, luckily managing to avoid any contact, managing to avoid the barrier on both sides, but we are fainting the wrong way and we are dropping positions. We're dropping like flies, and we're now back behind Bourdais, back behind Estre. So we spent the next few laps trying to catch back up. We're on to lap 10 now, behind Buemi here in the first of the Toyotas. Down in I think 10th position we are. As we get a good exit and down towards Blanchimont, we're on the inside. Can we make an overtake? We make an overtake through the inside of Blanchimont. You see Buemi goes wide off the track, but we are ahead into the bus stop, and can we just slow it down? We get it slowed down, and we are ahead of Buemi. And now we can chase back down Dumas and Estre, who are ahead of us. On to lap 11 now, lots of action at the start of this race. We're looking for a place to overtake Dumas and Estre. Trying to see if we can make a move in the end of Sector 2 here, where we're really finding the page. We're in a bit more downforce than everyone else, I think. And you see Dumas tries to make a move there on Estre, nothing happened there. It means that he's slow through Stavolo, I think this is. And it allows us to get a brilliant exit. We slipstream him, go to the inside, but there's a car there on the inside. We go round either side on the grass. We almost spin. I don't know how we kept going there. Through Blanchimont, we can't quite get the move done. Have to sit behind Dumas for another lap. And now coming on to the following lap, lap 12. Lots of action here. at the start. You see absolute mental spray coming down towards the com. Traffic everywhere as we try and pick our way through. You can't even see where these cars are. You're just having to hope and pray that they're not in your way as we dive down the inside of the GT Cruisers there, trying not to lose people out in the process. You see the lights flashing there to let the Ferrari know that we're there. We go around the outside of the hairpin. Excellent traction here, and we've managed to lose very minimal time. You know, if you see the Toyota behind us, the Toyota was right behind us till we got that traffic, and now he's dropped multiple seconds. As we come into the bus stop, there's going to be another bit of traffic. Now this is going to be our pit stop. So first pit stops here at the end of lap 12. Me and Kevin Estra coming to the pits. Roman Dumas decides to stay on for another lap. It's still extremely wet, so we're going to stay on the wet. We're just going to put a full tank of fuel in. We've had a pretty solid first stint apart from that stint. You see our teammate there coming at a weird angle. Yeah, we're coming into the pits in about 8th position, I think, and then we're going to leave. It's currently 12th, but we make up quite a lot of time. This is unsafe release there from Camera Bamba. But we make up quite a few positions. I think we've made a position on Buemi in the other Toyota. I think perhaps one of the Peugeots we have taken as well there. I'm not too sure. As we come on to lap 14, we make a mistake through Radion there, but Bamba gets caught up behind. And we are able to switch him in down towards they come. With side by side, we've got Cameron ahead of us as well. We dive down the inside of Bamba, trying to go around the outside of the second part of the chicane. We follow Cameron off. We're trying to drive in his wheel tracks, and we both drive off. Cameron almost loses it. It allows Bamba to get past, or the defender position to get past Cameron there, and make up another position. We're just going to have to sit behind for the time being, see if we can make an overtake, try and get excellent traction through in these wet corners, and coming on to later in the lap on lap 4. Make a nice opportunistic overtake, I'm going to say, past. As we come towards the bus stop at the end of the lap, all that work is going to be undone again in these tricky conditions. We lock up, you see our front splitter scraping, and as we come back onto the track, we just spin it, which is so unfortunate. Just all that work, made up all those positions just to spin it. And then 5 laps later on lap 19, coming through the dreaded Eau Rouge and Radion, we spin it again. You just see spark in the car too low. This time we managed to keep it going in a fairly straight line, quite stylish there, but still losing time. Not the opportunistic or opportune way to go through Eau Rouge and Radion. So on to lap 23 now. We take the lead for a little while here as everyone else comes into pits. It's just getting to the point where it's probably just about dry enough for soft tyres. But we're going to carry on. We've got another lap of fuel. We're going to let the track dry a little bit more, and you see we come into the pits on lap 24, like the end of lap 24, we put on a set of soft tyres, and our teammate we pit the lap before was back into the pits with a very battered front end. So I don't know if we've had a bit of an adventure on that lap, but it means that, you know, it's another position for us. So on lap 25 now you see let's try more and the tyres to work. Well, we could get the wet tyres to work, we couldn't get the dry tyres to work as we're just so slow. Outbrakes us, gets nice traction, and there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to let them go. This is our first lap, so we're hoping that the tyres are going to warm up, but the tyres just did not warm up. Towards the end of the same lap on lap 25, we've got Bourdais and De Costa, who crashed out at the start, fighting back to try and put us, I think, flies past us, gets brilliant exit out on Stanley. doesn't need to worry about really trying to make an overtake. We can hardly keep it on the road, and that allows Da Costa to just swoop round our outside, and down to 8th we go. And a few laps later, on lap 27, the Toyota of Buemi and the championship rival of Luke Duval in the Peugeot trying to get past us. You see Buemi getting an excellent run down towards Bonchon. Can he make the overtake? Around the outside, it's going to have to be a brave overtake here. We're going to push him right towards the edge. He goes off track, makes the overtake though. And we've now got to worry about our championship rival of Duval. Although saying that, we then outbrake ourselves, crashed into the back of Buemi, and Duval crashed into the back of us. I think we suffered quite a bit of damage. I don't think it really shows up, but we seem to be very slow after this incident. Going on to lap 28, we've got Duval hunting us down. Can he make the overtake? Is he sparks flying as we make another mistake? Definitely running too low there. But Buemi has been held up by that D-station Aston Martin, and we are able to drag race him down towards Lecombe. Are we going to dive down the inside? We have a look, he leaves the door open, but then he just nudges us and we almost have like a half spin. Just keep it out the gravel and carrying our way. But it's meant that we have lost a lot of time. We're down to 8th position. Now everyone had to make another pit stop anyway because of the fuel. So as you see, we were 8th. We get hit by the Iron Dames Porsche there. We were 8th, but we have 3 more laps of fuel than everyone else, so we are going to extend as far as we can, really. We can't make it to the end. So on lap 32, I think we're about to see, we finally go into the pit stops, a whole sort of 4 or 5 laps after everyone else's pitters. We now get the benefit of having to put less fuel in. We're not going to make a tyre change, because the softs that we put on, with half an hour to go, we'll be fine to the end. And it means that when we leave, we've had Conway and Cameron just go past us in 2nd and 3rd, but it means that we've made up 4 positions just by staying out a bit longer, being near the pits for less time, and we're going to come out in 4th with Bourdais about 5 seconds behind us, and Duval not, well, less than a second behind him as well. So excellent strategy there by us. We really didn't have a pace today, but we've made up excellent time in that pit stops, and as we come on to the final lap, or the final corner even, here at the bus stop, as we try and overtake the Heart of Racing Aston Martin, sorry, I think I said D-Station earlier, that's actually the Heart of Racing, we come across the line in 4th position, so what a roller coaster race we were. Started last, had toe spins, somehow didn't put it in the barrier, had no tyre temperatures on the soft tyres, but managed to come across in P4. So you've got De Resta winning the race, taking glory off of his teammate, finally winning for Peugeot. We've got Conway, an excellent result for Toyota there. Dame Cameron in the Porsche, first podium of the year for Porsche as well. And so forth. Bourdais, who made his debut in 5th, excellent drive there. Luke Duval, maximising the results he could in 6th. Our teammate having that damage in P7. Da Costa, after that turn 1 of lap 1 incident, even he didn't even make it to turn 1. He'll be happy with it. Buemi in the 2nd, disappointed seeing it in 2nd. And then the last point score is Earl Bamber in E10. And what does that do for the drivers and the Constructors' Championship? We retain the lead just from Paul Di Resta. Paul Di Resta has jumped Duval with only 3 points separating us, and a further 4 points behind Di Resta is Duval, so it's very close between me and the 2 Peugeots at the top of the field. Conway jumps up and jumps ahead of our teammate Pierre Guidi for 4th position. Cameron also has an excellent result, which jumps him up to 5th. And looking at the teams, Peugeot retain their lead, outscoring Ferrari, 20-point gap going into the next race, with Toyota even, quite way behind, but it's very tight between the Cadillac and the Porsche. Both teams on 29 points. So that has been episode 3, Spa-Francorchamps. Normally Spa is the precursor to Le Mans, but we're not doing Le Mans episode. We're going to save Le Mans till the end of the season. We're going to do something special. It's double points. We're going to do a longer race. It's going to be a nice way to finish the season. So the next race will be Monza. Hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, hit that like button. Subscribe to catch the rest of this championship. If you've not done so before, go watch the previous videos. I hope you're enjoying the content. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time.